The PTSA, it's hard to ignore the PTSA.
Mainly because it's a positive program and it affects all students, not just a specific group of them.
We've reached out with a variety of needs. Sometimes it's funding needs, sometimes it's just people power, and the communication has always been really clear and consistent, and the support has been really helpful.
My name is Julie Ross, and I teach biology and AP biology at Sehome High School. One of the required labs for the class is an animal behavior lab, and the students are asked to research an animal and then record the observations that they have of that animal. Normally, the lab requires them to find some bugs in the backyard and observe them for 30 minutes. And it felt like an experience that you might have in elementary school, but I really wanted this to be an AP level class. When I was in college, I had the opportunity to do some animal behavior research on the black rhinoceros, and I went to the Portland Zoo where I was doing my college work. And I learned how to build an ethogram, which is an animal behavior chart, and then you watch your animal and you can check off the behaviors, and then you can do statistical analysis on those behaviors. And it's a really college level way to approach animal behavior research. So I really wanted that opportunity for the students as well. It's really expensive to get the buses to transport everybody down. We have 2 classes this year, so there are 62 students currently enrolled in AP biology. And so we need to bus everybody down to Seattle and then have the opportunity to be at the zoo and coordinate all of that and then get everybody back. So the PTSA provided the full financial support for that and even included a substitute for me so that I did not have to take a personal day, which meant a lot to me. So I really appreciate the thoughtfulness and consideration that went into financing that project.
My name's Peggy Fogarty. I'm the campus monitor here at Sehome High School. The PTSA is gracious enough to donate goodie bags for our Master Mariner / Good Samaritan award program that we have. It runs once a week. I have a drawing, pull out names in the drawing for catching kids doing good things. So being kind, helping others, cleaning up after themselves. It's just a great way to get to the kids on a positive note. Just catching them doing good things. We don't do that all day long. We're always asking them to do this and do that and do this and do that, and so this is really helpful.
My name is Max Sentner. I'm a teacher here at Sehome. The PTSA has been an incredible support for the Mariner Mentors and also for leadership in ASB, which I also co-advise. Sometimes this has looked like people showing up to help chaperone a dance. Sometimes it's looked like, for example, the freshman orientation. They went out of their way to go and raise money to provide meals for all incoming freshmen to, give them a huge welcome as they came for the first, experience with Sehome High. Not only did they get that money, but they also provided the people power to get the food, deliver it, serve it, interact with these freshmen. So things like this really help us out. Honestly, it's kind of hard to predict all of the specific needs that may pop up. In the leadership class that I teach, all of our projects are student driven, and at times we can't anticipate what ideas students are going to come up with. And sometimes funding is really the only barrier that prevents a student's dream project from really coming to fruition. So having the PTSA as a reliable source of support is really amazing. The same thing kind of goes for the Mariner Mentorship Program. Much of what happens in this program is kind of responding to the needs of our diverse 9th grade students. And from year to year, those populations change. And so knowing what they're going to need will also change. So there is an expectation that, projects are going to come up from students. We're going to want to put on programming to help these incoming 9th grade students find success. But it's really amazing that the PTSA is able to be flexible as our needs change.
My name's Ian Caldwell. I am a math teacher here at Sehome, and I'm also running the juggling club. As we were getting the juggling club going, especially last year, I had a lot of students, specifically in theater, that were wanting to learn some juggling stuff because they were bringing it into their theater show last fall. And so a lot of people were wanting to learn, and we didn't have the supplies to help them learn. So it really limited our capacity for students to play around with juggling, try it out, explore, and grow. and it also meant that we couldn't lend equipment to students who couldn't afford to buy equipment so that they could practice at home, because just like anything, you get better the more you do it. I was looking around for funding resources, heard about the PTSA, and found out that we could reach out to them. And when I did, it was a quick and easy process. We got more juggling balls and juggling clubs, and now we can have, we have so many that are getting into it, and it's easy to just bring in more people because we have that capacity. In fact, I think that we might be reaching out for more juggling balls soon because we're starting to run low as to what we can do.
Whether you're donating your time or your funds, the PTSA is really thoughtful in how they're allocating these resources. They're doing diligence to make sure that your time and dollars are put towards actually helping students and that it really makes an impact.
The difference in understanding animal behavior research in this particular project was huge between what we had the opportunity and the resources to use here at Sehome versus going to the zoo.
Your help and support can make these things materialize.
Donate your money. It goes to good causes here at Sehome High School.
Thank you, really appreciate it. Get to share my love of circus and juggling with our students, and wouldn't really be able to do that without your support, so thank you.